What's up, guys? It's your boy 10th back with another video, and today I have an interesting video topic that I'm going to discuss. So I am someone that is aspiring to be a successful YouTube content creator, right? But the funny thing about me wanting to do content, right, I'm a very introverted soul, and not one of those people that's just like, I'm introverted. Like me, I'm just very low-key and casual. I really don't like to bring a lot of attention to myself, like in the general public, but I've always had like a creative spirit, and something about YouTube speaks to me. And I was explaining this to somebody the other day. Like, I'm not really one that even likes taking pictures in public, as weird as that may seem, right? Like, how could you want to do YouTube and be so introverted and private? I don't know, right? I was explaining to them, it's like, I'm an introvert that works really hard to be extroverted in the situations where it matters to me. And it also got me thinking, like, man, I can't be the only one that kind of feels this way and goes through this process of creation and thinking. So one of the things that I wanted to do was show how me as an introverted content creator, like how I do it, you know, like what ways work for me and what methods really have helped me with this journey. Obviously, I'm not really successful yet, but I do feel that the process that I have for doing everything and the way I've been going about things has allowed me to grow, be pretty consistent, especially with the work schedule that I have, and just gain more confidence over time. You know, obviously, the more you do this and the more frequent you do it, the better you're gonna get and the more empowered you're gonna feel. But I really wanted to make a video showing anyone that might have the same situations and struggles as me when it comes to being introverted, but also needing to be active and a little bit social to have interesting content, what methods you can take. One of the best things that I've done since I decided to really come back and give YouTube a hard try was, before I came back, I knew I wanted to get like a decent camera. Like I have two cameras, three including the one I'm going to talk about. I have like an old Rebel that I started with, and currently I'm filming on the Canon M50. I do plan to upgrade to Sony at some point, but kind of just taking my time with that. But I knew I wanted something compact, something that wasn't gonna be too limiting, but also still pack the punch for what it was. And I saw a video that I do not remember the content creator's name, but it was a black guy. He did a video on the Osmo Pocket 3. That's actually not how I found out about it. Actually, one of my associates, like one of my coworkers, they brought the Osmo Pocket 2 to work and showed it to me. And I was like, oh, wow, this is kind of cool. Like, it's impressive. And then he's like, yeah, man, you should get this. Like, it's so good for what it is. Like, he wanted to actually sell it to me. And I thought about it. And he showed me, like, I had him, like, show me what the video looked like on a computer, and I was very impressed with the quality, especially for the price point and the size of the camera. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, like this is so good. So I went home and I started doing research, and I found out that the Osmo Pocket 3 had just dropped recently. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this, especially because this one comes with a camera on it, like a screen where you can see it like that. I don't think on the 2s and the models before that you could fold the camera out like this, and I really thought that was different. I needed that. This little camera right here has allowed me so much growth and empowerment, and just like things that I wouldn't normally be comfortable trying to shoot just yet. It has given me the liberty to do that because it's very obscure, it's very small, it doesn't attract too much attention. Obviously, people are gonna do that regardless, just because like you're holding a camera and you're walking around. But for what this camera is, like the size of it, it offers so much. I did get the creator combo, and this isn't really meant to be like a Osmo Pocket like tech review, but I am going to discuss it because it's great. It's perfect for somebody that's introverted, that's trying to grow, you know, from a content standpoint. The creator combo comes with, I believe these are like 2 extender battery stands. That's what these are, I would call this, right? You got the larger one, the short one here, and then it comes with its own tripod, and it even came with a mic already, like a DJI mic. This one is automatically connected to the Osmo Pocket, so it's very seamless. I'm actually using a mic right now, like another Osmo mic connected to this camera. It's can't beat it, you know what I mean? Like, can't beat it. And you can add ND filters to it and everything. I believe the creator combo is currently about roughly $700 maybe. I don't know for sure. If I'll do the research and like put the amount on the screen, but if you're somebody that's looking to get into content creation and you just want to get a decent camera that packs a punch for a reasonable price, like $700 is a little bit amount of money, but if you consider it an investment, it's not as expensive as the average camera. There are cameras out there with lenses that cost like quadruple this, you know what I'm saying? So just that, this camera right here is, if you're an introverted content creator, this camera is a no-brainer. You should absolutely get this. This has allowed me just so much growth. I even got a mount. They have like mounts that they're magnet mounts that you can attach to the bottom of this camera, and I use it like in the gym to just like hide the camera in obscure places. And the camera's so small, again, like I said, like people can't see it if they're not looking for it. So that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. I also you gotta push yourself too. Sometimes you gotta be like, man, I gotta go a little harder to get that extra shot. But you got things like this mic here, you can hide it in your shirt, you attach a magnet to it. Only somebody that's paying too much attention to you is gonna notice something like that. I also took this very camera to Japan, and it was like my dream trip. And if you check, I have made 2 vlogs about it where I went to Okinawa and Tokyo, and I was able to get great footage with this. Like, I can't imagine if I had to tote around a large camera. Even the M50 maybe would have felt like too much in places. So that is one thing that has allowed me to grow and to do something outside my normal. Also, I'm in my apartment, it's a little cluttered, but my camera, the Osmo Pocket, is so small that it can kind of like allow me to get some interesting angles too. Like as an introverted content creator, like you just want to find a place where you can be comfortable with the type of content that you're making. Obviously, you can always do the talking head videos where you just like sit in your apartment and you talk about interesting topics. For some people, that content will grow immensely and very fast. For others, it may not. I'm still trying to find my niche and where I am meant to be. Like, I like to include fitness into my content, but I don't necessarily want to be a fitness influencer. Like, I don't want to constantly be making like reels about it and stuff like that. I just want to let you guys know I live a healthy lifestyle, and the gym is always going to be a major part of it. I don't know. I think as an introverted content creator, you just kind of have to work your way up to the spaces of content where you're comfortable. And again, that's why this camera's so great. What else? Having a plan, and also maybe having another identity. When I was younger, I used to like rap and make music and DJ and stuff like that while I was aspiring to DJ. You almost need to have like an alter ego in a sense. Like when you turn on the camera, consider yourself, this isn't me. This is the version of me, of them, that I want to show them. Like, I'm 10, but my real name's Kadeem, and I don't necessarily feel like you guys are getting the real me all the time, but when I'm portraying myself, like as I'm speaking right now, this is my alter ego. This is another persona. So that, and just like if you really want to do it, you're going to find a way. But these are the tips and tricks. I'm also going to take you guys through just like what filming with the DJI is like. I'll show you some examples of how I use it and just how much comfortable it makes me as a creator, that's trying to give you guys great content while being low key in the real world. One more thing that I want to point out in the video about the DJI is I'm gonna show you guys like different angles that I do, like maybe walk you through a gym session or just show you me walking around. Like, I'm gonna give you guys like the real play-by-play of how I do everything. Also, I decided to attach the magnet mount that I was talking about. This is a magnet mount that I got. It's the Ulanzi CO29. Honestly, I just looked it up on Amazon. Wasn't very expensive. Bought it. I ended up buying this because I saw the same guy that I told you guys about. I'm gonna put that video in my description so you guys can find it. He had it and he used it at the gym, and I was like, that's fire. And it's worth every penny. Also, there's another video that I watched. that really sold me on getting the DJI, that I'm gonna put in the description as well. So if you are contemplating on getting this or haven't gotten it, or just want some more understanding on what it is that this offers to the introverted content creator, those 2 videos I think will be excellent for you. Now, one more thing that's super important, like this is so stellar and major when it comes to this item, is the DJI comes with an app called the DJI MIMO app. And let's see, I'm gonna open up my phone and screen record so you guys can like see just how seamless it is, right? So here you have the MIMO app. All you have to do in order to connect, yes, my camera is called Little Shooter, by the way, Little Shooter. To connect is power on your Osmo. Super simple, right? And then the second that you do that, it connects. Boom. It's connected to me, it's looking at me, and I am able to control it from my phone. Very seamless, very, very easy. Like, look at that, you can't beat it. So I can be in the gym somewhere and I have my camera mounted, and then I'm controlling it from my phone, and no one really sees that. To them, it just looks like I'm scrolling through videos and things like that. See how easily I'm just passing through both cameras. But this has been a game changer for me. This has helped me so much in making sure that I have good shots, making sure that I like the way something looks, because it's a lot harder to get that perfect angle, even from a camera like this where you can see the screen as you're recording it. You're not always certain that you're getting the look that you want. But with this, where I'm literally like holding the screen in my hand like a monitor, can't beat it. So again, for the introverted content creator, things like this are also very powerful. All right, so first time I'm gonna show you guys one of the benefits of this camera. See how I'm walking in from another room, but you can hear me clearly. Obviously this mic has a lot to do with that, but I know what shot I'm gonna get before I even get to you, because again, I can see it on the camera. Super beneficial for an introvert. Not to mention, it's a Friday, so at this particular gym, no one is here on Friday nights. So it's a win-win. I'm gonna add a clip and show you how I'm currently getting this shot. I just have the magnet mount that I talked to you guys about earlier. It's braced on a metallic wall, like one of these behind me. And I can get a lot of different shots like this. Like I can maybe stand over here in this particular spot and work out here, or just anywhere in the gym. Anywhere where there's a magnet or just an angle that I might want, I can do that. All because of this little camera. It works perfect for me. Obviously, the point I'm trying to make is, like, when you're first starting out and you're worried about carrying a big camera around that feels uncomfortable, this is ideally the best thing you can do for yourself just to get started on your YouTube journey. Also, another cool thing about this particular camera is it has tracking mode. So give me a second.
A few moments later.
All right, so I had to figure out how to activate it again. But like I was saying, another cool thing about this camera is you can have the camera automatically follow you. I don't necessarily like this feature too much because I don't really need it. I like a lot of still frames. But again, you do have the option if you just mount it anywhere, and it'll track you. Again, when you get the creator combo, it comes with this microphone, the stand. You do have to get the magnet mount on your own. There's a nice carrying case. But this is the perfect starter camera for the introvert. I'm not going to do too much like gym content like right now. I just wanted to show you how beneficial this is to someone in the gym or that's trying to get gym shots, or really anywhere. But this is like the main place where I started off using it, because usually when you're at the gym, depending on the time of day, there's a lot of people around and it's kind of awkward to carry a massive camera. Another example of how I film as an introvert and the DJI makes it easier is I just got a little simple mount for this camera that I just stick to the window of my car. You can also mount it in other places in your car just for different angles and camera shots. And I'm just chilling right now. I'm talking to you. Obviously, if you're not a good driver, don't do this. Honestly, I still shouldn't be doing this. But I'm just saying, I didn't really have to do too much to get this shot. This is minimal effort, and it's just a nice addition. You can also on occasion get some type of B-roll, you know, like if you do it like this. I can just flip the camera and decide where I want to shoot. Like right now, you're watching me drive. That's something easy to make your vlog a little bit more interesting with, again, minimal effort. Now, again, do not do this if you are not a good driver. Also, I shouldn't be doing this, but this is for YouTube purposes, just to show you guys how simple it is to get this. This is an example of just the mount. This is the mount and the camera. Very easy, you know. I don't think I paid too much for this mount either. As always, I will put a link for this in my description if you guys are interested in that. Simple. Another reason the Osmo Pocket 3 is so great for an introverted creator is its size, like I said. It makes it super easy to shoot B-roll and not feel like there's a lot of attention on you, like a large camera would bring. When I was in Japan, aside from the natural attention I got for just being a foreigner, I never felt insecure about pulling out this camera because it was so small. Also, if you're like in need of a third-person shot, the camera is very easy to use. You can just hand it to anyone and say, press this button and get a good shot from it. Plus, I think it packs a little bit more power than the average cell phone, even the newest of cell phones. So that's a super large perk. Like, look at this quality. And you know, the more I use it, the more comfortable I get as a creator as a whole. Plain and simple, the Osmo Pocket makes it a lot easier to get more reps in as a creator. And the more reps you have, the better accuracy you have, which means greater content. Also, something super important that I wanted to say before I close out the video is the most important thing if you're gonna do YouTube content, especially as an introvert. Again, I don't have any success at all to speak on, but I feel like this is just how I want to maneuver and what I think will eventually bring me success. Today is December 18th, and as of right now, I have 131 total subscribers. It's not a ton, but you know, I earned every single one of them, right? The most important thing that you should keep in mind, for at least from the people that I follow and what I've seen, is to be you. Just be authentic. Understand that, like, your time is your time, and however long it takes you to get there, that was the road that you were meant to take, right? So when you shoot something, when you film something, even if it's in an introverted manner, just make sure it's your style. It's something that resonates with you, and it's something that really, like, you feel proud of. That's the only thing I would say. All the tech and all the technology aside and whatever, you'll never be as successful as you want to be if you worry about what people think, or if you try to compromise yourself to, you know, fit another mold to grow faster, right? So I made this video for those out there that actually managed to watch it, so you know that it's okay to be introverted. It's okay to have a different perspective on, like, a vision or how you want to get to a vision, as long as you know you're going to do the work that's required to make it happen. Me, for some reason, I feel like what I'm trying to do right now is really, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I've always wanted to be creative. I've always done creative things. I don't like the term falling short, because I don't think I fell short in anything that I tried. I think I was good at it. It just didn't work out in the way that I wanted because it wasn't meant for me. But I feel different about the process that I have right now. It's like I'm not in a rush. I'm just getting better. I'm fine-tuning, and, you know, it's gonna happen when it's supposed to. So for my introverted people out there, as long as you know that you're doing the work and you're trying to find all the methods and ways that work best for you to get to your end goal of being a successful content creator, not just on YouTube, maybe across other platforms as well, then you'll get there. So remember that. That's me telling you that, and me also telling myself that. This is like a timestamp, knowing that I was this way before. So whoever I become in the future and you guys see, remember, this is where I started. So the change that comes, you know, from all the space in between, these actions are what made that person, all right?
Bye.